Hey guys, it's Mikefield here. I wanted to share with you a very cool way of getting a lot of free Leapstones, and this is essentially related to a small trick on Anguished Island. Okay, so I'm going to get into details very quickly, but before we do so, please remember to subscribe to me on YouTube and maybe drop me a follow on Twitch, link in the description below. I stream this game a lot and I think you'll enjoy my content overall. This being said, let's jump into what I wanted to share with you. So you guys probably know what Anguished Isle is. If you don't, stay with me until the end of the video. There will be a kind of segment on this, so you can just kind of look at the timeline below the video and you'll see where this kind of basic introduction to the island starts. Now, those of you who know what Anguished Isle is, you might not have actually noticed this, but you see it, all those items are actually limited in terms of purchasing to your roster. So you can buy, just one overwhelm, you can buy just, 7 of those engravings, 5 of those, and so on and so forth. The problem is actually that there are 2 of those items, or 3 of those items that do stand out. So the Leapstones and the Hollow Fruit. So this is just a renowned item. You're not probably interested in this too much. However, what you are interested in, I think anyway, are those Leapstones. So those are limited to your character. You can purchase the blue Leapstones when you reach item level 915, and you can buy those yellow Leapstones, so the tier 3 Leapstones, the Honor Leapstones, once you reach item level 1302. And this is actually quite a big deal because every single character that reaches this item level can spend those Crimson Skins, which are obviously the island currency, which you can earn daily, but you can earn it once per roster and it becomes roster-wide. This means that every single character you have on the account shares the pool of those skins. So if you have been farming this island like me for quite a while, or I actually have a stockpile of keys on my main that I can still use, but you've been actually farming this for a while, you will be able to essentially just, go to every single character of yours and purchase those chests. So first of all, of course, this is probably the most important thing. If you have any alts in tier 3, this means you can essentially just add about 50 Leapstones to your main, right? That's, if you're trying to progress towards 1370, this is kind of a big deal. And that's actually a very nice jump in power. You can probably just, get a few items up a tier, which is quite huge actually. At least one item is gonna go up. So that's actually quite good. And if you're trying to actually push additional characters towards tier 3, I think Leapstones are the biggest kind of problem on the way, except for the shards, but shards you can also get from those monthly calendar thingies, right? So you can actually get quite a few of those Leapstones here as well, and you probably have a lot of characters that have gone through tier 2 already or who are there, and if your main has actually been farming those skins quite a lot, you should be able to unlock, probably like, 200, 250 of those blue Leapstones right away, which is obviously great. And this actually means that you are able to, power up a lot of characters with those extra Leapstones that you probably didn't know were accessible, potentially anyway. So this is it for this kind of basic introduction. You know how to get those now. You can just kind of take every single character here. You'll be able to purchase those 2 types of materials and spend those skins that you probably have lying around. Of course, this might delay you purchasing your overwhelm, but at the very same time, this means that you are very nicely set up towards progressing all your account really, which is quite a big deal. Now, for those of you who do not know what Anguished Isle is, it is a special island which unlocks at tier 2, so you don't need to actually be tier 3 to even get there, so you can actually start using this island a little bit sooner. There is a recommended level, item level here, but you can actually go to the island prior, you can do a quest on it. Those monsters here are, however, tier 3, so they will be kind of a tough thing to kill. But you can usually just kind of run around, just party up with players, and you should be able to, deal with this entire thing in no time, especially if you're like, 1100, close to 1100 item level, it's going to be quite a nice thing. So you can start farming those materials. And so the quest itself, I think, provides you with about 500 of those kinds, and additional 150 you get for the daily that you obtain here. So you can do a daily on this island. It's a good idea to usually just have your Bifrost over here, right? I don't have it on this character actually, but on my main I do, because I found this island with them. And you can just get your materials from this, which is pretty good of a deal. And then you can essentially just buy 150 of those every single day, because the daily quest does give you 150 of those kinds, and you can spend 10 to get a single chest over here. Of course, if you're using your main, you can also do the dungeon. They should provide you with about 300. And that's essentially it. You can then, just progress your character a little bit faster towards tier 3, and then purchase those better Leapstones with every single character that you get to this point. Guys, that's it for me for now, so thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Like and subscribe, and see you in the future episodes. If you do enjoy the content, please also consider following me on Twitch. I do stream on YouTube, by the way, so if you do prefer that channel of communication, that is also fine. See you around, stay tuned.